Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Uneven Grounds. So today's video is gonna be about I'm gonna swap my chain ring from my old bike, which is the Xtrada 6, to my new bike, which is the Polygon T8. As you can see here, I have a Wolftooth 34T 96 BCD. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this component out, and I'm gonna fix it to my T8 over here. So there are two ways to do this. One of it, which is to remove the entire crank arm, and another way is to actually just unscrew over at the back of the chain ring and slowly just remove the chain ring from the crank itself. Okay, so the first way, which is to actually remove the crank arm, is a bit more straightforward, but a lot more steps. This is just my own personal opinion, which I've done this before. So the second way doesn't require you to dismantle a lot of the components. However, it is actually harder to reach to the screw, which is at the back here, which is facing your frame. So looking from the back, you will find four screws over here: 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these 4 screws are the one that we are going to be removing. So for today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this method, which is to remove it from just the chainring itself without removing the crank. However, what you will need to do is you will still need to remove the pedal, because if not, the chainring will not be able to fit or to actually come out from this crank arm. I'm going to start with removal first from my old bicycle. Then we will proceed to installing it on the new bicycle. Alright? Okay. So the first thing you will want to do is to remove the chain from the chain ring. That can be easily done by just squeezing, loosening up your rear derailleur spring. Just press the back, and once the chain is loose, you just take it out. That is provided that you have a 1x setup at the front. But if you have a front derailleur and if you are running a 2x setup, what you will need to do is you will need to remove your front derailleur first. Then it is also better to actually remove the entire crankset. It makes the job a lot easier. Okay, so here I have a ratchet. This makes the job a lot easier, which then you can just put it in and do that. So every time I'm doing something, especially when it comes to my bicycle, I will have an assistant. See, this is my assistant. Say hello. This is Dusty, my assistant. So when you're working with your bike, on your bike, it is actually good if you can get yourself a bicycle stand, which I do have a custom one right now. So it's a lot easier. So as you can see, so you can actually just push this out. However, I have a pedal over here, which with the pedal, as you can see, it wouldn't allow me to take out the chainring. Let's remove the pedal. So for the removal of the pedal, you will need a size 15 size 15 wrench, or you can use an Allen key. However, because pedals they tend to be tight, tighten up to the crank, I don't recommend using an Allen key because they can actually easily just the thread can just run out. It also heavily depends on really heavily depends on how tight this part is. So to remove the pedal, you can use an Allen key or you can use a wrench. So use a wrench to loosen up this portion from the right side. So the thread is on reverse. So to loosen up, you're actually turning clockwise to loosen up. So once that's loosened, you can use an Allen key to further loosen, and then the whole thing is done. So with the pedal removed, you can actually take out the chainring already. Okay, so we have already removed the chainring from the previous bike. So we're going to donate that chainring to this bike. We will actually do almost the same steps, but for this one I will remove the pedal first. So removing of a pedal, it tends to require a bit of a brute force. Alright, so same thing on this side with the receiving bike. You want to remove this screw over here, so there will be 4 of them. So before that, we will take out the chain. So removal of the chain, what you can do is you can just squeeze this portion. Of course, if you have a clutch, turn off the clutch. Yeah, with the clutch off, you can just squeeze this portion, and you can see that your chain is loose. Just take it out of the chainring. Once that's out, we can continue with the removal of the screws for the chainring. When you're doing or when you're fixing components, I find that it's really good to have the right set of tools. It makes the job a lot easier rather than having something that it's subpar to what you require. You can just take this out. So now this 32 oval, I'm going to install this, 34 oval. The weight on this versus this, it's quite a lot. I'm not sure, I don't have a weighing scale, but just by hand you can feel the weight difference between this chainring and this chainring. Yeah, so if you are after weight savings, definitely go for for something like this. So when inserting the 4 screws into the 4 screws into the chainring and crank, do not tighten it yet, just what we call hand tight. So to make sure that all 4 is tightened at the same strength. I mean, if you have a top wrench, that would even be better, but if not, yeah, just make sure that everything is hand tight first before you fully tighten everything. Okay guys, so this is how it looks like. The 34 teeth elliptical or oval chainring. So we are done here. What we'll need to do is put back the chain. So putting back the chain is pretty easy. Let's put this back in. There you go. Yeah, it's a bit of degreasing. Probably degrease and clean this up. So I normally use the Allen key to receive the pedals, and I will just hand tight using the Allen key. Once it's hand tight enough, I'll pick up the wrench to tighten it. So a good way to tighten your pedal is actually to have your bicycle on the ground. Press on the brakes, prevent the pedal from moving. So from there you give a forward force, or easier will be the downward force. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. This is just a guide on how this is done, chainring removal and installation. I am by far not a professional. I'm just a hobbyist. So I'm just sharing with you out there how easy it is to get things done on your own with the right tools. So just invest on some good set of tools, like a good set of Allen key, torque wrenches, or Torx keys. Maybe buy like a box. So I do have like a whole set of tools, mainly for my DIY work at home. Not particularly for my bicycles, but on the way I will just get other tools specifically for my bicycles. So why I'm sharing it with you guys again, I will say, you know, do this kind of things on your own so you get to know your bicycle. I am not a professional. I am getting to know my bike. Especially with this full suspension. This is my first full suspension bike. I've not known this bike so much. In fact, I had to ask someone from the group, in the Facebook group, what size chainring should I get. So I'm still learning, so everyone is learning. So do pardon me if I do come out as, you know, not knowing anything, and then I'm creating a content or video, but that's not my intention. My intention is to just share with you guys how easy things can be done, especially small things like this. Alright, I do hope to see you guys again on the next video. Do like, subscribe, and follow my channel. I will probably post something or I'll probably post a video on another trail next with this bike again. Alright, see you guys, take care, stay safe, bye.